Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Okay, today I'm going to be going through my favorite makeup products so far that I've tried a lot. Let's get started. The first two, because I couldn't decide, are the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide in it, and the Revlon Photo Ready Prime Plus Perfecting and Smoothing. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer first, and I'm also going to tell you why I like it. I like the Power Grip Primer better, or, you know what I mean? I like the Power Grip Primer with niacinamide in it because it makes your allows your makeup to be adhered to your face. While kind of smoothing out my skin. I know it's not supposed to be like a smoothing primer, but it works. And so now that I'm all blended and tacky, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute, and then I'll be back to put the other primer out because I gotta set my makeup up because I'm not completely ready. Also, the Power Grip primer doesn't irritate my face like a lot of primers do.
Oh no, I do complain.
Anyways, alright, now that I'm pretty much dried down, I'm gonna go in with the Revlon one. The reason I like the Revlon one is it's like a cream base. It's not really silicone-y like another one of my primers were. And it just smooths your skin, perfects any um like imper imperfections. It does not blur pores. It just smooths over the pore area. So yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more on my nose, just a tiny bit more on my nose. So I love that one. Now I know that some of these came out in this year, some of them didn't, but I mean, they're all great. Alright, now, talk about foundation while I'm drying down. I love the Maybelline Fit Me foundations, but I don't have the liquid version. I only have the stick version. So that's what I'm using today. I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free and Plus Balance Foundation stick in the shade Classic Ivory. I'm pretty much dried down. These primers dry down pretty fast, so yeah. I'm just going to smooth it over my skin off cam or no, I'll just do it on camera and just try to hurry. It doesn't take long for me to smooth this on my skin anyways. I need a makeup mirror. Like an actual, like not handheld mirror, but like one of those other makeup mirrors. Now, why I like the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, especially the matte and poreless one, is because um it I don't know how to explain this really. Oh, yes, I do. It gives a natural finish to my face. I'm trying to like blend this out the best I can. If you know what I mean, like it gives a natural finish to my face. And this one is a shine free one. So it's not shiny on my face. And it also balances out your face. So it works great with like the Revlon one. So I have some blemishes showing through, but that's fine. Don't forget to like blend it down your neck. I mean, it's hard for me to blend a foundation stick down my neck. So I'm like having to put some down my neck, onto my neck. But yeah, I love this foundation stick too. I like liquid version better. But I mean, when you know you don't have the liquid version of your favorite foundation stick is great. And that's why I'm like glad I had that foundation stick. Don't forget to like blend it on your ears. I'm not going to. It's hard for me to blend it on my ears without. And don't forget to get it like in your hairline too. Alright. So now that it's blended with a brush, I'm gonna go in with a dampened beauty sponge. Just lightly go over everything. Make sure I can like try to blend it better. Make it look more natural. Alright. I'm all blended. So now we'll go into concealer. So my favorite concealer of this year, is the Maybelline Insta Age Rewind Eraser. Now, the reason I like this concealer is because it gets rid of any like dark circles really well, like all that. It like conceals really well than a lot of other concealers I've used. That's why I'm like using it as an eyeshadow primer as well. Also, and I don't like eyeshadow primers that well. So that's what I'm doing first. I'm kind of doing it on my eyelid first. Then I'll go on my face. It's really light coverage, and I have like blemishes coming through. But I mean, it works. So I can always conceal. Cover them up with concealer. Alright, so now I'm gonna do my under eyes really quickly, be back, and then I'll show you what else I do with it. And it is like considered a hydrating one, but it's not like the e.l.f. hydrating one. I'm also gonna like conceal these blemishes that are going through. And try to actually. I'm gonna try to get these blemishes to cover up. Like I have a lot of like pimples coming through that I did not realize I had until now, pretty much. And I'm just going to also use it to highlight my face. Sorry. On the center of my face. So I'm doing chin above the cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and I also like the applicator because it's a lot easier to use when I'm like highlighting compared to other concealer applicators I've used. Now I'm just taking my beauty sponge, blending that all out. I mean, not the best coverage for blemishes, but I'm like, I can barely see the blemishes now. Alright, so now I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and there. My face is itchy now. I don't know why. Now I'm going to use my favorite contour, which is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand in the shade Fair Light. I'm gonna chisel out my cheeks like that. Really chisel them out like that. Usually I round it, but today I just want a little bit of chisel. I mean, still gonna kind of like round it out, but not too bad. And then I'm gonna also make little chisel marks on my forehead. Now, another one I like is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this like angled brush here, like this, like that, and tap it above the contour one on my cheeks to give a little warmth on my cheeks. Which actually looks pretty cute. It looks really cute, so I like that. I didn't know how well it was gonna work, but it works just fine. Now, it's not really working with that, so I'm going to use my Real Techniques Space Brush to add a little more warmth, just a tiny bit more. And then I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and blend out that contour line. There we go. That looks really cute. So, I mean, here, let me scoop for you really quick. Like, sorry, this lighting's like really bad here. Like, I don't know if it's coming across. It's like really cute. And I mean, I'm also gonna use some blush too, but I just want to add a little more warmth. Alright. So then, I'm also going to do the same thing above the contour wand on my forehead. Above right here. Blend out. Then last time. And then I'm also going to put it in the center of my forehead too. And then blend out the contour wand. And there we go. So that's it for the contour and the bronzer. Now blush. I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I also like the e.l.f. Contour one, but I don't want any glowiness on my face tonight. Although I'm just not feeling it tonight. So, a little bit. I like this shade. It's Bora Bora. And the shade of the putty bronzer is Tan Lines. These are like so cute. Like this blush is so pretty. I don't know if it's really coming across. There's like a glare on my computer right now. And I don't know what. Just a little on the cheeks. And that like blends in with the putty bronzer really well. Like it looks so cute right now. So then I'm going to take this and lightly tap it over. And that's it. Alright. Now, highlighter. I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand in the shade Liquid Gold. On, not really on top of the blush, just like under the, like on the, right before the under eye. Just so none of my pores really stick out. And there we go. That's it for highlight. It's really pretty. Like, it's really pretty, so I love it. Now we're into powders. So I'm going to use this powder brush. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder. I just love this. So I'm taking a powder brush to set my entire face. I mean, making sure to set everything. I have so many products on my face already, but it doesn't feel that way. That makes any sense. Like, it feels light on my face. So the reason I like this Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder is because it's a lot easier to set with. Like, if I would use the loose setting powder, I would have got everywhere, so this is like easy to use when I'm using like 3 different brushes, but it's just like easier to set my face and less messier, so that's why I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna use this eyeshadow brush, crease brush, to set my under eyes. I'm not that big on using a big brush on my under eyes. I used to, then it was like hard to get on my under eyes. So I'm like using a smaller brush today. Alright, so there's powder. I'm like really set and it's like so light. Okay, now brows. I'm using this, I'm not going to use any brow gel, but I'm using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. The reason I like this brow pencil is for when it has a spoolie on one side, pencil on the other, but it just is so much easier to line my brows. And I do feather strokes on your front. My brows are becoming sparse. I don't know why they are becoming sparse. So Sometimes I'll apply a brow pencil before doing complexion products, but I did it backwards today. Just um for an everyday look, I would typically do it this way, the way I'm doing it.
First thing I'm thinking about doing is stripping it to its bare metal, polishing it out, putting table legs under it. Am I the first guy that thought of that?
So it's like kind of hard for me to fill in my brows right now just because of that. But it's not like a break, make or break moment for me personally.
This is an interesting pick so far. I mean, Frank and I
So, like I said, I'm not doing a brow gel, but I will show you the brow gel I would use. The e.l.f. Brow Lift. I'm not using it because with the brow lift, it's hard for me to take makeup off my eyebrows. So, now, eyeshadow. So I went through all my eyeshadow palettes and I'm just decided to use this glittery one. The e.l.f. metallic eyeshadow in the shade Flirty Birdie. It's like a bronzy color. It's really pretty. Oops. This is the only area that I'm going to be doing glitter. What I like about it is very pigmented and very shimmery, but it's not those shimmery eyeshadows where you have to wait like 100 years to open your eye for it to dry. So I like that. See, it's really beautiful, really pigmented, and for some reason, I'm not really wanting. There we go. Now I put it a little too high, but there's the finished result. Now I'm gonna do my other eye and then be back. Alright. Eyeshadow is done. Now I'm gonna do my liquid liner. I'm not doing my waterline today, but I am using the Huda Beauty Life Liner pen, or Life Liner. It's the dual one, the one with the pencil and the liquid liner. Now the reason I like this is because when you buy this, stuff, you have the pencil that you can do your waterline in, or you can do your waterline with, and then you have a liquid liner on the other end to be able to do the top lash. So, just really quickly doing that. I know, like, the other eye's not that perfect, but it works. Then, because I'm gonna dry and buff it off, let it dry and buff it off. And then, popcorn.
what they're trying to say. Peace out.
Mascara, which is the Elf Lash and Roll.
Broke his leg at Mallory Park. Wow. That make you off around that? Yeah, I'd like to hold on to that. When I was young, I was out of a lot of trouble in high school, and the principal said that I had to make some changes. I had to start a club. Start a motorcycle club. Gary Nixon came to school, and he got a lot more trouble than I did. He pulled a wheelie in front of the school, and they called the police on him. This was Gary Nixon's suitcase that he traveled with. Okay. Yourself? No. Okay.
That was painful. Okay, why I like this is because it has the curve applicator, but you gotta be careful because I just like poked my eye with it. So it's like easier to apply your lashes, and sometimes you don't get mascara smudge marks on your eyes. Sometimes, not all the time. And I did buy the wrong color. This is a brown mascara, not a black. But it works because to me, when it dries down black. So it's not that noticeable.
I think the bicycle just kind of completes that collection, and I'm just not sure I could replace it. To me, it's worth $2,500. Yeah, I think that's pushing it. I think 2,000 is something else. We're not that far apart, but at $2,000, that's my retail number. That's not what I can pay for it. It's a great bike. I mean, the paint on it's incredible. It's a rare bike, but it's not that rare. Let's go see my whoops stuff up. All right, man. All right, very cool. When Mike and Frank came, it was an opportunity for me to share something that I'm passionate about.
I did it again. Damn, why do I always do
Is to tell the story of different artifacts, and I didn't have to part with something that I couldn't live with. I was
Why
very
do I always do that?
good luck. Hey, thank you guys. Even though we're not able to buy a lot from them today, appreciate everything, man. Guys like Tom are an investment in our company's future. Take care. Okay. We just added another name to our Rolodex. See you, Tom. See you guys. Tom is a resource. He knows airplanes. So if we come across something like that, he's the guy.
Like I said, sometimes you don't get mascara sponge marks, but I did, so it's fine. Now I'm just going to bronze up the face, highlight up the face, and I talk about my last product. So. I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. The reason I like this one is because it gives that sun-kissed glow without being too sparkly. So I'm just pretty much going over, just kind of going over the place where I put the putty bronzer and the contour one. Just to give more warmth up to the face. I don't even think I'm gonna do highlighter. Because yeah, it feels light on my face, but still, it's kind of hard. And I also gotta clean up these smudge marks and everything. So. There we go. And like I said, I'm not gonna do a highlighter, but I will just talk about it really quick. Maybelline Master Holographic. So it looks so natural on the skin, like it gives that subtle glow. And I also have that liquid highlight, that subtle glow without it like looking pink or anything. And then the Revlon Color Stay Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Chocolate. It lines my lips perfectly. And it also blends in with the e.l.f. Face satin lipstick and the shade Dirty Talk, so it just blends in nice. Alright, so let me clean up these mascara marks. I'm just using my finger. You can use a spoolie or something. I'm just using my finger. Alright. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment or click the bell icon to make sure you're notified of all my future uploads. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!